situated. I feel like I'm about to fall off my chair too. Okay, hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. I am excited to share with you some things, a lot of things that I've gotten from Sephora and Ulta. This is over about a month and includes the Sephora VIB stuff that I got. So I figured I would show everything at once. And some of the stuff I've used, some of the other stuff I haven't had much of a chance to use yet, but when I have used it, I'll give you my feedback because I feel like hauls are great to see, but it's really good when you can give feedback on the products. So without further ado, and in no particular order, we'll just go ahead and get started. First thing I got, or the first thing that I'm going to show you that I got, is from Hourglass, and I've actually gotten a couple things from them. I know that they were really hot like a year or so ago when they launched all their ambient powders, and then they came back with the blushes, and I never really like jumped on that bandwagon. I think I did, and I got, I think it was Mood Light all over powder. I ended up taking that back because it's kind of like purpley, beigey, pinky toned, and my skin sometimes can pull that color naturally, and it was just too much. So I took that back, but I always really wanted to love them. So I've gotten some more products by them, and so far I absolutely love them. So the first one is Mood Exposure, and this is a blush, and that's what it looks like. It's that marbleized, everyone's seen it. It's more on the nude mauve color. Really pretty. I think this would be good on all skin tones, and it's one of those like neutral colors where, it's right here on this one. I think you can wear it really with anything. Like I don't think you have to, barely see it. It's right, sorry, it's right there. So that's that. I'm going to try to go quickly. I hate when hauls are drowned out, but I will give you my feedback. I absolutely love this blush and highly recommend it if you're in the market for an Hourglass blush. Okay, the other thing I got from Hourglass is Diffused Light, and I had heard so many things about this and wanted to try it, and just based on other products that I have, I didn't need a highlighting one. I have the palette of the 3 ambient lighting powders that I'll show you in just a second, so I felt like this was the most different. It's right here. It's really hard to swatch because you wouldn't put it on that way. I have it on right now as a setting powder to my foundation, and I really love it, like absolutely love it. So I have this on. I have a couple other things on too for like the center, which I'll show you because a lot of the stuff I have on are stuff that I'm talking about. So I absolutely love this. I use this again to set my foundation in places that I'm not highlighting, and I'll explain what I do for that. So love this. Highly recommend it. I hate to say that because I think it's expensive. It's like $50, but the Sephora VIB sale is still going on, so if you can take advantage of that, then it's not as bad. I also got, and this was the first thing I got from them, the palette, the 3 palette. I forget what this is called, like the ambient lighting palette. It's got the dim, what is this? Dim light, incandescent light, radiant light. Haven't used radiant light yet. Love dim light to set my under eyes, not wearing it today. And incandescent light is beautiful. I have it on today. It's just a highlight right there. I think the lights that I have on me are making it look more shiny than it is. I wear it to work every day. Like it's one of those where it's a highlight, but it's not like the what is it? The Balm Mary Luminizer, whatever. It's not like that. But it's really subtle and pretty, and I absolutely love it. Highly, highly, highly recommend this palette. If you're only going to get one thing from Hourglass in terms of the powders, I definitely recommend this. Okay, then I've been on a contour kick, as I think everybody is right now. I feel like contour is like all the buzz, and I'm totally jumped on that bandwagon. So I did a video a while back, like last fall, about my contour routine, and I still love those products, like the Becca Low Light Sculptor, that Laura Geller bronzer, but why stop there? Like I'm always looking for better products, especially ones that are actually made for contouring. So The first thing I bought is the Shade and Light palette, and I'm actually going to do a review on my contour products that I'm talking about today, so I'm not going to go too much into detail, but I absolutely love this palette. The one drawback I would say to it, it doesn't appear so right now in the viewfinder, but these aren't as light as I would want them to be. They are coming up pretty light. That's the lighting. I like a pretty decent highlight like I have right now, and these are more skin tone colored. Contour shades and bronzing, absolutely love them. I do recommend this palette with one caveat. Caveat being the price. I think that was $46. If you don't want to pay that, or you don't want to go to a Sephora to get it or online, also highly recommend the NYX Contour Palette. What am I wearing today? I am wearing this as a contour today. I'll show you the brush that I put these on with, and I think it's a combination of both. Like, the brush is amazing and these powders are amazing. They blend out beautifully. Highly recommend this. I also recommend the Kat Von D. Do you need them both? No. The next contour, sticking with that theme, is I ended up getting the Laura Mercier Cream Contour Palette. This was, I was watching Lisa SZ09. She has been raving about this palette. I haven't tried this one, but they tried it on me in the store. It's beautiful. Absolutely love it. Do you need all three of these palettes? No. But again, it's like nude lipsticks, you know? It's like every one you can justify and is a little bit different. What I like about this, though, I have, like, I still don't know if it's like, it's not dry skin, but you can kind of see my pores right through here, right where you contour. So sometimes when I use too many powder products, it can look kind of like cakey, or I don't know the word, not pretty. And so I thought a cream contour might help that. I did, if you guys saw my last haul, I did get the Smashbox cream contour sticks. Still love those. They just require a little bit more work in terms of, like, you know, you're drawing on lines and then you really have to blend, where I can take this palette, use that Sephora 56 brush, and just blend and use it that way. And I absolutely loved it when I had it on. Again, haven't, like, actually used my own one yet. So more to come on this, but that's like 3, and if you count the Smashbox, 4 different contour things. I think I'm pretty much set forever until the next thing comes out, right? Okay, so I also got some new blushes. The first one, and this is my first ever Marc Jacobs product. This is Outspoken, and this was actually sold out. First of all, I was sold on it. Like, I fell in love with it, and then I asked the girl that was helping me with the contour stuff what she thought about it, and she's like, oh, it's so pretty for spring. Of course, they sold me on it, and they were sold out. So I had to end up getting it online. So glad I got it. It's a little bit out of my comfort zone. It's like purple. You guys can see that. It's really pretty though, and this is great for when you're contouring and looking all bronzed and golden, to put just right on the apples of your cheeks. And let me swatch it for you. Swatching it is kind of funny because, like, I'm really rubbing my finger in it, and it's right here. It's not that pigmented, but in a good way, if that makes sense, because it's so bright. So I'm going to go ahead and swatch it, and I've got it next to that Hourglass Mood, what is it called? Mood Exposure, so just so you can see the difference. This is the Marc Jacobs Outspoken. So it's really, really pretty. I used it with this e.l.f. stippling brush, and I had to, like, keep dipping it in and just kind of, like, dotting it right there. Again, I love that. Like, for the first time ever, I'm okay with this product being not as pigmented because of the color. So I think it's beautiful. It's my only product from them. I don't know if there are other blushes or more pigmented or what, but I do recommend this. And I'm really glad that I got it. And it's so different than a lot that are out there because they were out of it. So I said, like, do you have something similar in that color? And they were like, not really, which is why that one was sold out at the store. Okay, moving on. The next thing I got, again, was at the recommendation of Lisa SZ09, and it's the Urban Decay what is it, Ultra Definition Powder Foundation. I know they also have like a finishing or setting powder. This one's the actual foundation. To be honest, like I don't know why I didn't go for the finishing powder. I didn't see it in store. I got this one from Ulta. And even looking back at it, I'm glad I got this because my cheeks can get pretty red. So I will use something like, if I'm not using the dim diffuse light, I will use something like this brush from e.l.f. It's called a powder brush. It's like a flat top brush. It's really dense. And just pat this in and like stick it right here just to kind of help even out my cheeks. Love this. I feel like I'm saying I love everything, but I would totally tell you guys if I didn't. I do recommend this. I do love it. Lisa said that it had a finish similar to the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish. I have to agree. So it's a really pretty finish. Okay, moving on and putting this back. Okay. The other thing I got when I was in there trying on the contour powders, one of the things that they did, the Kat Von D, because even the lady was like, there's not really like a really highlighting color. There's the yellow one, but that depends a lot on your skin tone, if that's going to be a highlight or just like better as a setting powder. Anyways, she used the Besame Brightening Vanilla powder. There's French Vanilla and Brightening Vanilla. It depends on your skin tone. For me, and I wanted a highlighting, this is the Brightening Vanilla. So I have this on today. So I did my foundation, I did my concealer, which I'll show you because that's new too. I set my concealer with the Besame, and I put some like down my nose, a little bit up here, right underneath my eyes, and then I took the Hourglass Diffused Light and kind of went like everywhere else. I absolutely love this stuff. Like, you can't use too much. It is so fine and just so pretty. You can see the highlighting as soon as you put it on your skin, but it's not like bam, which I like, because then I can go in with the Hourglass Incandescent Light from the palette and then kind of highlight right where I want. So love, love, love this. And again, this one's the vanilla, not the French vanilla. Okay. Also, a couple YouTubers, First Makeup by Tiffany D and also Flower Bomb 31 talked about the Pixi Brightening Peach. I was actually looking for a under eye brightener as they were talking about this, so I thought I would try it. I like it okay. This is what it looks like. It's a little bit tacky, like they said, and it's a peach tone, obviously, because it's called Brightening Peach. It's thick. I don't even know if you can see it. It's right there. So I was in Ulta and I tried the Becca, I forget what theirs is called, but it's like their brightening one. And it was, I think $30, like $29, and I was going to get it because I really liked it, but I knew that everyone was talking about the Pixi one. So I put it on and it really did brighten, but it was like a little bit tacky and thick. So I thought, okay, let me try the Pixi one instead. So I went to Target, got the Pixi one. I think it was like $12. I couldn't justify the Becca one. Looking back at it, since they're both tacky and both thick, I felt like the Becca one did a little bit of a better job at brightening. I'm going to keep the Pixi. I'm not going to get the Becca because I think that's just overkill. And anyways, if I had to do it over again, I would probably get the Becca just because what I wanted it for was like really brightening. And that one did a better job at it. The Pixi one is still amazing and I love it. So like I said, I'm not returning it because I am still happy with it. But that's my thoughts on that. Okay. Then I always wanted to try the Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer. When I was in Sephora, I was talking to them about that. They suggested, the girl that I was working with said, have you tried the Urban Decay ones, because they're supposed to be very comparable and the shades are a little bit, like they have wider shade range. I have been loving the Urban Decay Naked Foundation. I'm not wearing it today. That's another one I'm wearing, which I'll talk about. So I thought I would give these a try and absolutely love them. I ended up getting two because I do have dark circles under my eyes. So for me, I cannot use a concealer just to highlight. Like, I have to use a concealer to conceal and then go in with a highlight, whether it's a powder or a little bit additional concealer. So for me, my skin tone matched concealer is the light neutral. And just for reference, every day I'm in the Urban Decay Naked 3.5. When I self-tan like twice a week, I mix in a little bit of the 4.0. So if that tells you anything about the color of concealers I got. So the light neutral is a perfect match for me for concealing. When I want to highlight, so sometimes I'll do it over that, and these are really thin by the way, but great coverage if that makes sense. I got light warm, which is a lot lighter. So here's what the two look like. And actually let me swatch them for you. So, okay. The light warm is a little bit more yellow and it's lighter. And then the light neutral is a little bit more, well obviously neutral, but it's like a little bit more beige. So that's light warm, light neutral. So I love these. They're so thin, but full coverage. I don't know how they do it, but I love them and highly, highly, highly recommend these. Okay, moving on. Brows. Okay, so I have been always searching for like the perfect brow product, and I loved the idea of the Brow Wiz, like the pencil, and then on the days when I really want a defined brow, I'll use the pomade like in the little, you know, container thing. Tube. It's not a tube. Pot. Anyways, I was checking out IT Cosmetics because I always think they have some really interesting products, and I found the new IT Cosmetics Brow Power Universal Brow Pencil, and I thought this was really neat because it was called Universal. And there was a girl that was there talking to the lady, and I kind of overheard her, and she was like, oh, I'm just looking for that Universal pencil, it's my favorite, and she had much darker brows than I did. So I was interested because the girl she was talking to had lighter hair than me and was like, oh yeah, I love that one. So I thought, okay, let's try it. I tried it on in store, love it. One end is your like spoolie, the other end is the actual stick or whatever it's called. The only thing, I love the Anastasia Brow Wiz, how thin the point is. I wish this one was a little bit thinner. I don't know if you can see that. It's not that thin. Here's the color. It looks so light, but this is great for days where like I'm at work and I don't want like a major brow. I have this on today. This is all I have on my eyebrows. But I just want to kind of fill them in and define them a little bit because I don't have thin eyebrows. So I just kind of use this to fix where there's like unevenness or someone got a little overzealous when they waxed me, whatever. That's the color right there. So it is really pretty. And I absolutely love this. Then I thought, well, let me try their actual Build-A-Brow, and then again, this is in Universal Taupe. I loved the like color of this so much that I went back and got it in the pot, I guess is what that's called. So I love these two. I love them. I will say, when you're using a product like this, if it's not an exact match, it shows up more. Excuse me. So sometimes I'll go in back with the Anastasia one, and I think I got that one in like dark brown, and I'll just use the dark brown where I don't have as much hair growing, so it's not that big of a difference, if that made any kind of sense. Anyways, highly, highly recommend both of those. I feel bad, I don't know why, but I do when I show everything and then say highly, highly recommend it, because I don't want you to feel like you have to go out and get everything, but or maybe you're just watching this for fun. That's what I like to do. But I really do like everything that I've gotten, and then like the cons, I'm telling you guys the cons about it as we talk through them. But I guess I'm just really happy with the purchases that I got lately. Anyways, moving on. Okay. That, by the way, is really great wine. It is so cheap too. We get it at Kroger. The brand is called Gallo, and it's Merlot, and we've tried wine like at parties that was like $30 a bottle, and my husband and I are like, God, that's not as good as the Gallo wine, and Gallo is always on sale. It used to be 2 for $11, 2 bottles for $11 at Kroger. Right now I think they're clearancing them out, which I'm sad about, but you can get them for like $4.99 or $5.99 a bottle. Anyways, so yeah, okay, moving on. What next? Okay, foundation. In love with this foundation. Okay, this is the Nars All Day Luminous Weightless. Let me tell you the real name, sorry. Nars All Day Luminous Weightless Foundation. I am in the color Santa Fe. It says medium 2, which is Santa Fe. This foundation is beautiful. Have it on today. I put this on, believe it or not. I don't know why I tried this because this is what she did in the store with the Sephora 56 brush. First of all, this is the same brush I talked about earlier for contouring. I originally got it to go with the Smashbox sticks. Love it. Works great with the powder. Love it. And this foundation. Excuse me. So I am going to purchase another one of these because the VIB sale is still going on. And this is, like, I need 2 of them because I can't use it for foundation and then turn around and use it for powder. So I need 2. And it's definitely worth it. Anyways, annoying. Okay. Back to the foundation. This has such a pretty finish. And I saw some reviews online where they were saying, and they told me this at the store, it just takes 1 pump to do your entire face. Is that true? Yes and no. So I have gotten it to work with 1 pump just to see if I could do it. Can I do it? Yes. And it covered everything nicely, but like it took work because I had to like really blend it and make sure like everything was good and I wasn't using too much over here and I had enough left. Like, I don't have time to think through it that much. So I'll do a pump. If I need more, I'll do another pump. I've used 1 pump with this for my entire face. Today I used 3, and it just depends on the brush you use. I did not use the Sephora 56 brush today because I knew I wanted to use that for contour. I used, I don't know, like this, I think I used this Tarte one. I don't even know if you can get this anymore. It came with something I purchased a long time ago, so I don't even know. But any brush like that will do. I put it in a little tin like this so it doesn't soak up into my hand or like on a sponge. So I guess, like I said, it depends on how you're using it. Anyways, this finish is beautiful. It lasts all day. It's not matte, obviously. It's got a luminous finish. And the one thing I will say is it's not going to stay like the, what is this one? This Smashbox Studio 15-hour wear. It's not like that kind of all day. Like at the end of the day, I know I feel like I'm talking in circles. At the end of the day, you can see some separation. I also, though, like when I'm working, if I'm on the phone or sometimes when I'm thinking, I do a lot of this. I touch my face a lot, so that could be it. But I highly recommend this. Like I said, I have it on right now. It's comparable in terms of the finish to the Christian Dior Skin Star foundation. So love, love, love that. And of course, highly recommend it. Okay, just a little bit more to get through. Okay, so last year, or whenever it was released, I missed out on the Laura Mercier Ritual Bronzer. And at the time it was limited edition. And I wanted it so bad. I saw the Bombshell Suite Vanessa pictures that she posted in her video using it, and it was absolutely gorgeous. So when I heard that it was back at Sephora, I went and ordered. Did I order it? Yeah, because I went to the store before it was even in store. So I ordered it online, paid full price for it, so it was before the VIB sale, and I love it. And this is the one, this is what mine looks like. All of them look different because they're baked. So this one, it has like, there's some like almost purple looking, a little bit of red, and some pink. It's shimmery, but like not too shimmery. I can't really explain it. It doesn't even swatch very well. But it is highly pigmented and so beautiful. There we go. I must have had something on my finger. Okay, so that's what it looks like. I don't have it on today just because I wanted to do the contouring products. But I absolutely love this. And I was thinking that it was going to be limited edition again. So when the Sephora VIB sale came, I went and purchased another one. And this time they had it in store. I don't think it's limited edition though. So now I feel like a hoarder, but whatever. And each one of them is different, so that's how I can justify it. The one I got, I knew what the one I already had looked like, so the one I got, I made sure it had, like, it looked different. It has a little bit more of the pink and the red than this one does, so, yeah, I mean, I absolutely love it, so I'm glad. Highly recommend this as well. Okay. Then, from IT Cosmetics, I also got, sorry, wanted to make sure there was nothing else. I was going to do it all together. Okay. Je ne sais quoi. It's not new. It's new to me. But after having my lips done, I'm a little bit more into wearing colorful lipsticks and glosses. So I do love this. I love it when you first put it on, and then the pink does intensify because it mixes like with your own body chemistry, and it gets pretty bright pink. So I made sure that I liked the way it ultimately looked throughout the day before I got it, and I do love it. And it's pretty neat, and it stained my lips. So like that evening I came home, washed my makeup off my face, went to bed, woke up in the morning. My husband looked at me, we were still in bed, and he's like, "Why are you wearing lipstick?" And I wasn't. It was just this had stained my lips. So yeah, it'll really stay on. This would also be really pretty like under a lipstick to kind of give it that extra oomph. So I'm glad I got this. Lip gloss I also got is the Becca Palm Breeze. This is a really pretty color. Anyways, I absolutely love this gloss. Let me swatch it for you. It's not what I have on, but maybe I will put it on because it kind of matches the lipstick that I have on. That's what it looks like. Super pretty. Highly recommend it. Okay. Almost done. Highlighters. I ended up caving and I got the Becca Opal. Is it Opal? Yeah. Shimmering Skin Perfector. This is the powder version. I love it. It's really pretty. It lasts all day. Yesterday I wore it to work, believe it or not. It's not really something, like it's a serious highlight. I just wore it to work because I don't really care. I wanted to wear it. It was Friday. Oh, so pretty. Anyways, at the end of the day, my foundation had worn off. I can't remember what foundation I wore. I think the Naked. It had worn off a little bit, but the highlight was still there, and it was like, bam. So pretty. So anyways, I do absolutely love this, but I don't wear it every day. Okay. One more lip gloss I forgot to show you is from CoverGirl. They're the Lip Lavas. I have one that I showed in my haul before from MAC that's similar to this, but I love lip glosses that have some dimension to them. So look at how, I'm trying to show you. Look at how pretty that is. It's so sparkly. It's a nude color. It's got like some purple and blue duochromes. The brush is an actual brush, so you like paint it on. I thought this would be really pretty like over a nude lipstick. Look at that. So I've only worn that like once. It's really pretty on its own too. Like if you want to do like a really natural look and then just put something on your lips to make it pop, that's really pretty. Okay. Next couple things. Yeah, okay. I'm almost done. Yesterday I went to MAC, so I can't like say that I've worn these two things a lot. And I noticed their blush called Alpha Girl. This was a blush that I believe was first released with the Heatherette collection. I did not get it. Look at this blush. I don't know, in the viewfinder it's like not coming up the right color. I don't know. This blush is so pretty. It is like a corally pink. Absolutely love it. I thought it would be really pretty to wear like right in the corners to give your corners, right on the balls of your cheeks to give them a little bit of a pop for springtime. This is a beauty powder, not a blush. The difference, if you guys don't know, because I did not, is that this is a little bit more sheer. It's not as pigmented as a blush, so it's definitely buildable, and it's supposed to give you that like glow from within look. So really pretty to layer on top of or under other blushes, like maybe a more nude one. Let me see if I can swatch it. It's quite powdery, actually. Can you guys even see that? Where is it? I couldn't even see it in the viewfinder to show you right here. So it's really pretty. I do like it. It's not a must-have, but I do think it's unique in terms of the color, so I do love that. Then I was not even like planning to get this until a girl at work, we were talking lipsticks and comparing notes, and she talked about the Edge to Edge lip liner and said it's really pretty with Angel, which I love Angel lipstick, and I've never heard of Edge to Edge. She said it was new, and that it was sold out like at her counter, so when I went and they had it, I snatched it up. I do really like it. It's kind of like a mid-tone pink. It's a lot pinker than it looked on her lips, but she's a little bit darker than me in terms of skin tone, so maybe that's why. But it's really pretty. It's a really good like everyday lip liner. Am I wearing this today? I am wearing this today, but then I put like a more nude brown tone lip liner over it. Well, that's everything I got. So I totally realized that I forgot to show you a blush that I got from Sephora. So this is my first blush from Dior. It is really pretty. It's number 943. It's called My Rose. So when I was in there trying out the Laura Mercier cream contour, the girl that I was working with was like, let me just finish you up, and she just topped off some blush and she put on Nars Madly. I think that's what it was called. Yeah. And I was like, oh my god, I love this blush, fell in love with it, and they were out of it. So she said, well, let me try to find you one that's similar and maybe you would like that one. So we found the Dior one and I liked it even more. And then I found out that it was $43. So I put it in my little bag and I walked around and I debated it and I kept looking at it in different lights, and I just decided that I'm not going to spend $43 on a blush. I thought that was ridiculous. Even though I had the VIB discount, I thought I'll just get the Nars one and order it online or whatever. And so I ended up putting it back, and it looked in the store, like it looked like a nude, almost orange tint, and I knew I didn't want that, but for whatever reason, like it looked really pretty on my cheeks. So I was just like, whatever, I'll just wait for the Nars one. So I went up to pay, and literally I'm walking up, and the two girls are sitting there, I'm the only one in line, and the one lady says, wow, your face, like your makeup looks so pretty, whatever you have on your face. And I was like, oh, thanks. And she said, did they do it here or did you do it? And I said, no, they did it here. And she goes, and I really like your blush. Like, it is so pretty. And I was like, of course. You like the one thing that I just put back. Because I had literally, like, walked around forever and was finally like, I need to make a decision. And I put it down. I get up to the counter and they're like, the one thing they comment on is the one thing I put down. So anyways, I ended up going back and getting it. Because I was like, okay, I have to get it. So this is what it looks like, and it's funny that I look at it, I have it on today, actually. It's funny that the one thing, I don't know what I'm saying, it's just one of those days. It looks a little bit more pink. So maybe it was just their lighting, but it is really pretty. I'm so glad I got it. So glad. It's got a little bit of a sparkle in it, but you guys can see on my cheeks, like, I mean, I also have my incandescent Hourglass highlight on in the diffused light, but again, even swatching it, like, it looks like nothing. It looks like nothing spectacular, is what I meant to say. That's it right there. It's a really pretty nude in the terms of, like, subtle, goes with everything type blush. So anyways, I wanted to share this. In case you guys are interested, it is on the pricey side. If you don't want to spend this, I do recommend the Nars Madly. When those girls were commenting on my blush, I just didn't want to wait, and I got this. So anyways, that is finally it, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.